Hey YouTube, this is Lars in Genshin. Wanted to make a quick video to show some combinations that you can do using the different elements in the game, starting off with Chain Lightning and Ice. When you combine Chain Lightning with Ice, or Lightning with Ice, you get Super Conduct. One, I really like it because it has a chance of stunning the enemy, but also it chains lightning damage to any nearby enemies as well. This is why on my team I always keep Fischl because of her abilities with her lightning and mainly her owl, falcon, crow thing that comes out and helps. But then you also have some really cool combinations that you can make with various characters. I also have Barbara, who's my main healer, but also water. So the combinations I can create with that are endless because it combines so well with different shields and different elements that you will face in the game. As you can see, combining electric with cold, it gives you Super Conduct, which absolutely decimated that shield. And now with fire and ice, you get that melt effect. Not only does it have a huge impact on their health, but it can also take care of their shields as well, depending on who you're fighting. The reason why I like Kaeya so much is because even though we don't face a whole lot of cold enemies, the combinations, if you're using either his E ability or his Q ability, which were super, you can use those on other enemies, like I just did with Yanling, who can actually combo using his ice with her fire to make a very bad time for any enemy involved. When you're looking at what we can do with the lightning, if the enemies are lightning, you can hit them with the fire and then the cold, and you'll get the melt effect. And that does have a severe impact on their health as well. For these non-shielded enemies, it absolutely shreds them. They are not ready for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you here, do not sleep on Super Conduct. I absolutely love it. Now here, when we're getting into Barbara, water and ice is going to give you frozen. When you're fighting enemies who continue, like these wizards who continue to make these isolated rainstorms over you, and you have someone like Kaeya, or you have an ice character who can freeze up those enemies, it's absolutely essential for a quick dispatch of anybody that you're facing. And that's why I like it so much. When water is involved, or you activate the wet on an enemy, as soon as you hit them with the ice, they're frozen. It's a very, very high chance of making them frozen. And as long as you have the wet applied to them within that time frame, you hit them with the cold, it's a done deal. They will be frozen for a certain amount of time, usually somewhere around 5 seconds. But you can keep reapplying it especially if you have Barbara, because her ability comes back very quick, and you can apply that wet to that enemy really quick, switch back to one of your other characters, and you're doing combos all day long. If you're having some trouble with crowd control, definitely using the freeze to your ability can work wonders, because not only will you have high DPS, but you'll also be able to control that crowd, take them out one by one, and not get overwhelmed and swarmed by the crowds. Right now we're going toe to toe when you see the shields are in play, and we're trying to break through that shield, and you can see right off the bat we have a little bit of trouble, but I popped Yanling's ult, combined that with the cold, and it was a bad time not only for the enemy but also for me. Moment of silence. And those big shields can normally be a problem, but as long as you know how to dispatch your damage across to get not only maybe to the enemy but also through the shield, you'll have no trouble taking care of this. You see, with the Super Conduct, doesn't really do a whole lot to the shields. The most effective way I would probably say would be to apply fire to the shields and then combo off of that. Fire, because they are wood, so having that fire reaction to get rid of the shields will make these fights a little bit quicker and more efficient with how you're fighting. And you see how we just froze the shield. We didn't even freeze the enemy there. And you just keep trying things till you figure out the right combination. And this was it. Using his ult along with Barbara, done deal. Now these guys give everyone troubles. The water bubbles, absolutely terrible. But this is where Jingling can really shine for you. And you see how quickly I dispatched with that shield, and that was just the fire combined with Kaeya's ice, cooked him. Easy peasy. Guys, thank you all for coming in and watching this video today. Make sure and like and subscribe. Tell your friends all about it. If you liked the video, if you didn't like it, subscribe, tell everyone, come see this video. I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch it, and I all hope you have a great rest of your day.